All right, evaluate the following using powers of 10 rules. Now, the way that he showed you in the video is look at the number, the exponent that you're given for the base of 10. Remember, this says 10 to the power of 3 or 10 cubed would mean 10 times 10 times 10, which would give you 1,000. What you can do, the cheater way, is to take this exponent and you would move the decimal to the right 3 times. What this would give you is 7.540 if we did that. No, it wouldn't. It would give us 7,540. Let me write it out. $7.54 times 10 to the power of 3, moving the decimal 1, 2, 3 spots over, filling in the empty spot with a 0. Now my decimal's here. So I have that 7,540. Or you could put this all in a calculator. This one says 652.3 divided by 10. Let's say I just want to put this in a calculator. I'll Google calculator 252.3. Okay, that's taking too long. Just, that multiplication and division are opposites. So when we do the multiplication, we're going to move the decimal to the right. If we do the division, we're moving it to the left. So let's say I move my decimal to the left one time, my answer would be 65.23. Okay, I have 10 to the power of 2 now, so I'd move the decimal to the left twice. But if you're going to use a calculator, let's set up our problem to do that. What I'm going to do is I know that 10 squared equals 10 times 10, which is 100. So I'm going to rewrite this problem. Instead of using 10 squared, I'm going to write 100. And then the 0.00541. 0.00541. You might think, Ms. Dozier, why didn't you write a 0 here? And I would say, because I don't have to. Because this 0 is just being a placeholder, but it has no value here in the ones place. It's nothing in the ones place. So I do not have to write it. So if I'm going to put this in my calculator now, I go 0.00541 divided by 100. 0.00541 divided by 100 should move my decimal to the left twice, so I get 0.0000541. 0.0000541. So I have, yep, that makes sense. Checking my work. 98.3 times 10 to the power of 4. 10 to the power of 4 means to do 10 times itself 4 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Or 1 followed by 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10,000 is equivalent to 10 to the power of 4. If you don't believe me, do 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 in your calculator, or 10 to the power of 4 in your calculator, times 98.3. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I can move my decimal to the right 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice that the amount of times I'm moving my decimal to the right matches the exponent. So I get 98.3. I moved my decimal to the right 4 times, and I filled in those empty spaces when I did that with zeros. now my decimal's here. So now I have 983,000. I could put a comma here if I want. I could put this in a calculator if I want. 98.3 times 10 to the power of 4 if you don't want to translate anything. 98.3 times 10 to the power of 4 gives me 983,000. Bam. Okay. 1.042, which would be 1 and 42 thousandths as a fraction. If you wanted to write it, you write 1 and 42 out of 1,000. Divided by 10 to the power of 4, or 10,000. Let's just say I want to put in my calculator 0.042 divided by 10 to the power of 4 gives me 0.0010001042. Here's how we could think about it. We could think of moving this decimal to the left 4 times and fill in those zeros and then put our decimal over here. If you're ready for that, 0.0001042. Okay, 9.4326 times 100. So since it's multiplication, moving my decimal to the right. I have 2 zeros, so I'm going to move it to the right twice. So I'm going to get 943.26. 75.23. I have 1,000. That's 3 zeros. I'll move my decimal point to the right 3 times. I'd fill in this 0. My decimal would be over here. So I'd have 75,230. Or you can put it in a calculator. And we're on to the next lesson.